Hello everyone. I thought it would be nice as your parish priest here at Catholic Parish of Christchurch North to give a little presentation of some of the things we've been doing, and also of a plea if we could have more financial assistance as we go forward. And I'm going to put out a letter this week that will accompany this video. Go to everybody by email, asking for some help, more financial help. You remember those words of St. Paul quoting Jesus: "It is more blessed to give than to receive." And all of you, and there's so many generous people, all of you will know that when we are generous, God is never outdone in generosity. Let me start though by acknowledging how difficult it has been for many of us in this period of restrictions concerning COVID. And I really do thank you all for your goodness and your commitment to us as a parish and to each other in the parish, even during these difficult times. I don't know about you, I'm mostly happy, and all sorts of beautiful things have happened even during this period, God's goodness, but I have to say that sometimes you can feel a little bit weary with all the things that have happened to us. And I know for some of you, you will have been struggling financially and maybe with jobs. And again, I reiterate, if there's anything we can do to help, please let us know. Perhaps first of all, just to say that we're very excited about what's happening in the parish and how we've come together as three former parishes into this new parish. And I'm very pleased with the team and the work they're doing, and I'm going to just unfold some of that. I will leave things out, so if I don't mention something you're involved in, please don't take offence at that. But probably one of the largest parts, it is in fact, of our income is for wages for those of our team and others who are employed in the parish. And whilst we can manage quite a large deficit at the moment, we are going to have to change that if we don't have a better response or a bigger response of givers. First of all, thank you for all those. We are actually we have the most amount given each week of any of the parishes in the diocese. So we have some wonderful, generous people amongst us, many of you, and contributing in all sorts of ways, not just financially. But what I would like to ask is that you might think about, if you're not already in our Plan Giving program, increasing your giving, or if you are on our Plan Giving program, having a looking at what you're giving at the moment. If everyone in our parish, perhaps even every one of our mass goers, gave the equivalent of 1 hour of your weekly income, whatever that is, we would be able to manage our deficit and have enough money to continue and grow our pastoral and evangelistic work in the parish. So I do just ask you for that. We've had a great time in this last year and a half in the middle of COVID restrictions coming and going, and our team, I'm very excited about what our team is doing. So if I could work through some of those things. First of all, I would like to thank our finance committee, led by Graham Wilson, who are doing a great job and helping us get a handle on what it means to bring the three parishes together and start again financially and look at what we have and how we sell and how our assets and what we do and the whole process like that. So we're right in the middle of that, and they're doing a great job. I'd also like to mention our admin team, who have done a marvellous job bringing together the finances of the three parishes, working out how to do attendance dues of our 4 schools, all our programs, building an office here so that we could all work together. There's been an enormous amount of work done, and I really want to thank them for that. This year, sadly, we lost Rita Atkin after years, I don't know, maybe 50 years of working Christ the King Parish and then in the new North Parish. So really thanks to them. Some of the things we've done with the admin team, Well, obviously we're working on our finances. Wilma's doing a great job with that. Janine and Melanie have worked to, and Rita was helping with the finances. Janine and Melanie have managed to kind of form a whole new program for attendance dues, for preferences. They're really starting to run smoothly. A lovely baptism program. We have 2 teams who are helping prepare our parents in baptism, and we're wanting to look at that more to see how we can help parents engage even more who bring their children for baptism. We've had, I can't remember the number, we've had huge numbers of baptisms over this year, and they continue. I'd like to mention our leadership team this year. Lauren Butler, who did a great job of trying to oversee the liturgies in our 3 and now 2 Mass centres, helping things run smoothly, working with others to make sure that we have all the resources we need and that Masses run smoothly. And I could mention here too wonderful work that musicians do, choirs. We've got a great richness there that we're hoping to develop and grow. Lauren has left us and gone to join the Carmelites, so keep her in your prayers. She's just begun that journey. And we've recently appointed Judith O'Sullivan, who's going to be who is now our worship coordinator. We have some great plans for prayer events going ahead. We want to keep developing our prayer ministry, not running at the moment because of COVID restrictions. We'd like to have some opportunities for prayer across the parish. Currently we're doing a retreat in daily life, and that's had a wonderful response of a small group of people who are plunging more deeply into that prayer life. All of this, of course, in line of trying to unfold our vision of coming to know Jesus more deeply, to become disciples of His, and to go out to others with the good news in all its aspects. We're also hoping to have to bring those whose families have died over this last year, members of their family, to bring them together for a lovely bereavement service. If I could mention the schools, our school coordinators, Megan and Monique, have done a wonderful job with our principals and DRSs in bringing a whole sense of parish community to our schools and getting a real sense of our school communities. It's only the beginning of a great work. They formed a lovely stewardship team, which we're of parents, practicing parents amongst us, practicing their faith. We're going to devise how to go out into those school communities and really encourage and grow the faith amongst our school parents. Very good. Both Megan and Monique are finishing for reasons outside their control from this job, and we're about to interview next week, and they'll be continuing to support the new person that we appoint. We're also hoping the schools have got a great plan, and we weren't able to put it into effect yet, of having the 11 o'clock Mass at Christ the King as a family Mass, where schools will host that, but we're hoping children and families will come as families and be part of that Mass, and we'd like to see if we can grow the liturgical life of that Mass in some way that keeps families praying and coming to Mass. Brendan, our evangelization coordinator, has done a great job too. We have a number of people we've brought into the church, become Catholics in the last year and a half. Lovely group of enthusiastic people. And we have a whole other group preparing now for baptism or to be received into the church. And a lovely group, including some lovely young adults. So we're hoping that will continue. And that's just, we've got a whole team up there, and they're going really well with some great leaders in that team. Brendan's also been running the Alpha program, or continued from which we were doing in 2 of our 3 parishes, and he's hoping next year to run about 5 Alpha programs over the year. We've had some great feedback from people who've done the Alpha program. It's been really helpful for them in growing in their faith, or actually introducing them to faith in a deeper way. And we want to continue that. We want to bring that faith life in all of our hearts to life. So he's doing a great job. Irene McGuire is our discipleship coordinator, and she's done an amazing job. We're in the middle of our first communion masses. We couldn't do one mass this year because of COVID, and in a way it's been providential. So we've provided these individual masses, so extra masses the priests are doing. We did some last weekend, we're going to do some next weekend, and last weekend I was privileged to be able to say 2 of those masses, and they were just wonderful. So we're only up to 100 people, but the children who were making their first Holy Communion came with their families, and they came forward as families to receive our Lord in the Blessed Sacrament. They were beautiful masses, lovely, quite moving, and I got some wonderful feedback, as did Irene and her team, who did an amazing job. Online prep baptism, online First Communion program, then to run these masses. And I got some lovely feedback from those that I was celebrating the mass with. Really exciting, and we're going to have a look, see where that might take us next year. We might change because of that our program in some ways, especially trying to reach out into the families of these children. Also, Irene has been involved with our marriage preparation team, and we've now got 3 couples, possibly even 4, who are helping prepare people for marriage. So that's been really wonderful, gathering people together. We want to also do a whole new marriage enrichment program, and we've got a lovely core team who are ready to go with that. And we're thinking perhaps next year sometime we might run a marriage enrichment weekend for people, but we've just got to land on that. Irene's also gathered all the Passionist family group leaders from each of the former 3 parishes together, and there was great enthusiasm in the meeting. We want the groups that are there to continue. They've done such wonderful pastoral work over the years, and a chance for people to relax and socialise together, as well as look after each other pastorally. But we would like to relaunch the Passionist family group, and we're going to do that at the beginning of next year, and there's quite a bit of excitement for that. Very good. If I could talk about Kaylin Graham, who's our youth coordinator. Kaylin has been running a combined youth group amongst the 3 former parishes, and that's been a wonderful growth. They've got leaders there doing that, and they've had camp, and currently they've been doing with the leaders the theology of the body, which is an amazing exploration of our Christian understanding of sexuality, and it's been great for the young people. And they've also included the parents of those young people to let them know what this course is about. And I've heard some great feedback for that. Kaylin's got all sorts of plans as we go into the future, with a wonderful team of leaders under her who are working with our young people. And one of our wonderful youth leaders has just been appointed the head boy at St. Bede's. So we think that's wonderful news and a great credit to him, and we'll claim a bit of credit too. Also, our confirmation next year, this year was amazing. We had 2 big masses. It was great to gather people together, and the second of those was a confirmation mass. The bishop wasn't able to come, so I celebrated confirmation with a great number of our young people, and it was a beautiful mass, a beautiful occasion. Next year they're looking at how we're going to do confirmation, and we're tying it into the youth groups and the youth program and young adults program, and so we're hoping that we'll do a weekend away, confirmation weekend away, and leading up to that, within the youth group, young people will be helping prepare, not just doing youth group activities, but preparing for confirmation as well. We priests meet, so that's our, I think I've got everyone in our leadership team there. Very good. We priests meet once a week. We have a lunch together, and then we have planned our pastoral activities. We've been involved, of course, in masses, anointing of the sick, confessions, school confessions, reconciliation here in the parish. And each of us is overall chaplain to one of our 4 primary schools. St. Bede's, of course, which is wonderful to have them. We've had a great connection with them, are also in our parish area, as Marion will be, and they're very excited about that when they shift over to our big site at St. Joseph's there, or just behind. They'll be just behind us. And so each of us have been involved in our schools over the years, school masses, when we've been able to have them on Sundays, school masses in the school, class masses, and it's been a really great chance to get a feel for what's needed to provide that priestly ministry alongside our school coordinators in the school community. Very good. I'd just like to mention our building committee, which has been working really hard, and some of you will have been able to attend small groups where they got a real feel for what people wanted for our new church and parish centre and presbytery over at the St Joseph's site. So they've done a lot of work, and just last weekend, and they're going to do it next weekend, they presented all the feedback that people had given. And I was very impressed with it, just what people had said. There's some inspiring stuff there. They had well over 100 people came and visited that display, and we'll hope some more will come next weekend. So some of you will have really enjoyed that opportunity. We've engaged an architect. At this stage, he's just been working on Balkan location, what that might look like. We're hoping then to have a presentation that we'll be able to take out to all the parish of where we might go church-wise, but that we haven't got to that yet. I should mention too that we have a fundraiser. We're going to need a fundraising committee. We're just starting to build that now, and Jeff Kirchhoff is going to lead that fundraising committee. But already, even though we have not launched a fundraising for the church, which is separate from our ordinary parish finances, already we have some very generous givers. So I'm really grateful for that. There's so much more I could mention. I'm sure I've left things out I'd love to say about Vincent de Paul, our St Vincent de Paul. 3 St Vincent de Paul groups are working together in many ways, but keeping going in their different areas. They're doing an amazing amount of work. They would love some new members. Next weekend we're going to have a St Vincent de Paul Sunday where we'll have a little plug for them, and we'd love it. Maybe you're early retired and you might like to help. They would love some new members. We're also hoping some of our young adults will be involved in that. And of course there's the Catholic Women's League, there's so many other groups. I think, and what I haven't mentioned under the worship portfolio is that we take Holy Communion to, I think it might be well over 120 people each week. Normally, we haven't been able to lately. We're just starting up again. And that's a great and beautiful ministry to the elderly or the frail who are in their homes. We take them communion. We priests try to go twice a year to all of those people. And we also offer masses twice a year in rest homes where we're able within our parish area. Once again, so thank you. Let's try to give you an update of where we're going and what we're doing. It's really exciting. The team has been meeting. We have a operational meeting, the leadership team, once a week, and every month we have a strategic meeting where we try to just plan what are the priorities. We're looking at the moment for our priorities for the next year. We hope to, as well as the picnic, which is coming up next year, we hope to have a number of social occasions. They've been limited this year by the COVID restrictions, which we were very disappointed about. One of the COVID things you may be worrying about is we do have people who are vaccinated and some people who are opposed to vaccination, and it's already causing some angst as the government moves to introduce a way forward. We wait for that. Maybe it'll be the traffic light program in some way. All I can say at the moment is we're waiting for some finality on that and from our bishops. What I would like to say is that my intention is that in one way or another, everyone will be able to come to Mass who wants to. We may have to do some differentiation about that, but I intend that all those are able to come who can, and yet we keep people safe. I do encourage you to take the vaccines. You will have seen my letter earlier in the year giving that advice, and there was some reading material there. You're welcome to go back and find that. It's on the website. So thank you very much. Just to encourage you, if you are able to increase your giving, it would be, or to join our Plan Giving program and become part of our wonderful team of people who give so regularly and so well to this parish, it would be really great. And if you could think of that 1 hour of your effective income each week, what that might mean. It's not a huge amount, but it would help us considerably if even just all our mass goers on our roll did that. So I would like to say, to just give you a word of what I think God might be saying to us at the moment. My love is towards you. Listen to my voice and learn of my love. Let me lead you in the way of love. You are my people and I love you. Trust in my love. My Holy Spirit wants to lead you and guide you. Walk in all truth. I love you. God bless.